All right, so we're on break with Gil right now. You want to smoke? No thanks, I don't smoke. All right, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. It is. Oh, that's right. Gil's been really happy, and everyone has been guessing that he's had some intercourse, some consensual intercourse. Who knows who the lucky person is, though. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy? I never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. Well, how do you qualify Lilith? Are they still guys and girls, even though they're not biological? I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that Idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the Idol girl, did you? She's in a relationship with her producer. I expect her to have a little more fidelity. No, why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feel weird. Well, that's for the break. Now let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. What is on my face? That is a good question. Dorian did my lipstick because he was upset. Maybe not upset, but he wanted to do makeup stuff after he saw pictures of the makeup stream. So yesterday he had Brittany put him up in cat makeup, like a little nose and whiskers. So he wanted to do that to me, but I didn't know where the whiskers stuff was. So he did my lips and I guess nose makeup. Yeah, he wanted to be part of the shenanigans. And can you blame him? Absolutely not. It was so much fun. It's good to see you, Ray. What you up to on this day of summer? Are you closing out school? Because you still have to go for like another week and a half, right? For like You're good, buddy. Don't worry. Yeah. That sucks. But at least it's easy. I always kind of liked the last couple of days because there's no one in your room. There's no one generally bothering you. You can get a lot of work done. Like from like an 8:30 to 3 with no one in your face. Like I got crap done and it felt great. I was so productive. Just today and tomorrow. Not here. Okay, good. I'm glad you're not there for too much longer. It sucks. Playing fit. Awesome. Hell yeah. That's what I tried to do. Like the last week of school, while the students were finishing up their final project, I was finishing up my final projects and I was cleaning up my room. So those last couple of days, I could just make sure my grades were good. My room was all packed up. And then those last couple of days, I could just take care of last minute emergencies and relax. Yeah, I stayed up till like 12:30 last night, which is late for me. Late for a dad. I think I just made it to Gerudo Town. Like I haven't even entered the town. I just got there and like got to the shrine so I could teleport back there whenever I want. Waiting on someone to check the room and get the checklist done, go home. Absolutely. I was getting the checklist done like the week before. So like that last day or so, I think all I had was like the final checklist and then just like the, what do you call it? The like the fix list. Like I need this replaced in my room and stuff. Yeah, and the key turn in. Absolutely. You just started the fire one? I think I'm going to save the fire one for last. No particular reason. I just feel like doing that one last. I like all the other ones more. I think that's as deep as that goes. Oh, it is your. Oh, okay, gotcha. The Zora one was really fun. Getting to the Gerudo has been good. Has been fun so far. Others were better. Okay. The Zora one was definitely the best in Breath of the Wild, in my opinion. So we'll see what it's like this next time. I'm just excited to play more. Wind was your favorite? I liked the Wind one in the last game. We'll see what... Brittany just finished the Wind one, I think yesterday. So we'll see what happens. I'm curious. I want to play more. I want to play a lot more. What did I do? I met the horse god. I fucking did beat up some pirates. I tried to find a skeleton horse. Somebody wanted me to find a skeleton horse, and I really wanted to, and I went to the place. They're like, go to this park at night. You can... And I went there, and I just couldn't find the skeleton horse, which upsets me, because I want to find the skeleton horse. If I can make it mine, like, officially, I'll be so happy. The horse god was not that hard to find. I think it's in Akala. It's close to Terrytown. Anyways, listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. Gil's an alright looking dude. We've only seen him from the, like, pectorals up. So, I don't know. Maybe he's got something going on. I found the two giant horses. The white one is where Old Horse God is, and the black one is on the beach in the bottom right. Oh, I remember the giant, scary black horse from the first game. That thing was awesome. I completely forgot about that. I'll have to do that again. I completely forgot I should be, like, looking for that stuff. Ow. And that's that. I'm back. What were you doing back there? Alright, trigger warning, y'all. Dorothy's here. Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right up, huh? What? Nothing. Alright. Luckily, I know that Jill is distracted and I have to pay attention to the actual orders because she doesn't remind me anymore. Because I missed my rent. So, naturally, she's a little bit distracted and out of place, out of sorts. Age and mix. There you go. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry, are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using chemical components? I mean, ours are too. Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235x. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingertips are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them. Yeah, what them robot tongues do, dog. I wonder what they're made out of. Like what material. I wonder if they still have like the slightly bumpy texture to them. Or are they all smooth? Huh. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know, looking up all that stuff made me feel real. Aw, I'm glad, Dorothy. I mean, you're not real because this is a video game. But you're real to me. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. I'm glad to hear that. All right, then, let's try something sweet now. Something sweet, something sweet. Let's get her... I think she likes... Oh, wait, she wanted to try something new. So let's do a Moonblast. I don't think she has those very often. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All on the rocks and blended. Get that Moonblast. There we go. Surprised you're watching this, Ray. You can't drink alcohol. Or there's no point for you to drink alcohol. You must just be in it for the colorful and lively conversation. That's what I offer to the table. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps me when I feel particularly cynical. That's like all the time. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilim. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. Oh, I'm reading the right. If Lilim managed to create biological life, years from now, it will have all come full circle. So, what should I take from this is, you love me? Don't overdo it. You're here for Dorothy? Nice. Good for you. She's pretty sweet. She's cute. I like Dorothy. She gives me some extra work every now and again, but I haven't had to do as much editing because of her lately. So she's warming up to me. And I like robots. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Okay. All right, we got a sugar rush, sugar rush, sugar rush. Let's get Dorothy drunk on our live stream. You're here for support? Thank you. I need it. Because my back's all fucked. Here. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So I take it the solipsist problem got solved? Yep. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian... Call her mom, nobody's judging you. My mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? I mean, you can feel this stuff as a human. I don't think it really requires you to be a robot to go through these crises. What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Oh gosh, she's overheated. Oh, look, her little tongue's a heart. That's how you know she gives great helmet. Boom. Oh, don't worry, by the way, I'm fine. Thank God, it's unnatural to see you down like that. Man, that go-go is a blast. Oh, that's right, Streaming Chana's here. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick, and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, you're here to support Dorothy. Of course, I'm sorry. I thought you were here for me. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried, Joe. I'll be in my office. Ah, God. Cute little Lilim girl. Damn girl. Ah, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. We're watching a streamer stream on stream. A streamer is streaming, playing a video game where a streamer is streaming. That's got to be some kind of record. Try the sugar rush. Bartender, a sugar rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar rush, please. Right. Okay. These two together is a deadly combination. Do 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 do. Let's get her drunk too, just for the giggles. There you go. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So what are you doing in my turf, Streaming Chan? Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble? Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started calling myself Nico Chen, I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place, thus I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Oh yeah, Dolores mean... What does Dolores mean? I think it means like pain or something. I think. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Ooh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See, you just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. See? I also don't have any advertisements. So I am just like Streaming Chan. Except I haven't gone nude. Yet. I have, but you see, the contract with him expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was going to send the draft to his lawyer as I had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. That's what I expected from this conversation. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. Well, let's not beat around the bush, am I right, guys? No subtlety here. This is a place devoid of subtlety and nuance. If you wanted it, there's no chance to guess or hint or insinuate or innuendo. It's just like, yeah, his penis out. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. My jokes are bad and you should feel bad. I do feel bad. I always feel bad. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. There you go. Yeah, he deserves those little micro cuts. Micro cuts on his micro penis. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind it. But if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soloing right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know, though, how they can be a problem. Alright, and frickin' Dorothy coming in for the win. Just knocking it out of the park. What do you call it, like a layup? She sets it up, she does, and she puts it in the basket. Like the lotion. The lotion goes in the basket. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh? Oh, but you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. All right. 2 big beers, honey. Oh, now she's calling me honey, too. All right, 2 big beers for the 2 little girls. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alcohol. All mixed. There's 1. Okay, and next. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there. Mixed. There we go. Cheers. Cheers. All right, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Ooh, baby. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water. I wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of it with the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yeah, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so he used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I have sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. This is a very light-hearted story about a woman almost killing herself for sexual content on the internet. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's also so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Let's be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. What a lovely story. Those two are made for each other. You been there, have you? In the jacuzzi or the burned dick? These are important questions. I don't trust a jacuzzi. Both. You've almost burned your pee-pee? Why? How? Do I want to know? Is it appropriate? I'm not sure, man. Diablo hot sauce. Ooh. Yeah. When she's got a taste for the spicy, and you also need to get your rocks off with a nice BJ. Put some Diablo hot sauce on there. There you go. Problem solved. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. Pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. The method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. Words to live by. Like, that's just something to always keep in mind whenever you're doing anything. How are you going to handle this situation if you're horny? Not well. We're done, boss. Man, do you just feel great? Are we in the same place? What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of what kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, that's a little late, boss. I'm already getting evicted. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Either I'm getting old or that girl was too much even for me. Well, you have no new notifications or reminders. Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true and a new bountiful year filled with health and joy. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's how I feel about holidays. Whatever. Alright, I think this is our last day. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noises. Thanks. Oh, we're very considerate to our cat. Let's see. Is there anything to read? Nothing there. The augmented eye is down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. Well, they're shit anyways, kind of. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Adwin Chris, we wanted to stop the epic memeing for a while. You know, for 2069, this place still behaves a bit like 2020. Just to say thank you. Big, big thanks to each and everyone of you who bought this game. Oh, they're talking to me. They're talking to us. Well, me, because I bought the game. I don't know if you guys bought the game. If you bought the game, this is for you too. And I'm thanking you. Thank you for reaching up to this point into the game. Thanks for all your tweeting, all your questioning through Tumblr, all the emails, etc., etc. Even though we couldn't answer every single thing, we can't stress how much we appreciate all the messages we got. Thank you so very much. The road was rocky. Things weren't as smooth as we had hoped around the end of development. We even had some people actively trying to sabotage our work. But like Big Match John, we beat the odds and kicked out at 2. Thanks for reading through all of this nonsense. Hope it wasn't too heavy-handed. Let's fill the world with badass cuties. I couldn't agree more with that last sentence. I want strong, cute girls everywhere. Of every persuasion, of every type. Just badass baddies. Just surrounding the world, the globe, taking it over, conquering it. Even if it's with an iron fist. What are they gonna do with that fist, though? This is really good. The game is crazy, and frankly makes me question my life and my sanity at a lot of moments. But it's also like really sweet a lot of the time. It goes back and forth wildly. It's unpredictable, which I think is is a good point of its value. It is insane. It is crazy. You do not know what to expect. But I love that about it. So let's go to work. Last day. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I wanted to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? We know Jill has a bit of a crush. So, this will be alright. A big one, a reward for after everything's said and done. Sometimes a hug is actually a really good reward. If it's from the right person at the right time, a hug can be very meaningful. It's got, you know, that contact, that comfort, that like safety. I like a good hug. I like to give hugs to the people who desire them. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. That's what I say, screaming. Whenever everything is fine. If you scream it into your head, it becomes true eventually. Everything will be better after I talk with Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Alright, here she is. Hello? Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Vault. Hey. Oh, they don't know how to talk to each other. It's really cute. They're both scared and nervous. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. What? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, this is going to bring them some much-needed closure. And maybe it'll make me cry. I think this is the thing that got me to cry when I played the game many moons ago. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Ugh, now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? I'm sorry, I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like that. She knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the right to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day, but organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejection. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angered to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Oh, they're both so angry. They don't know how to express themselves. This is why you gotta communicate with your loved ones. You try to save them, you try to protect them by not telling them things because you don't want to bother them, and you know what? Then something bad happens and they don't know the information, they get upset, rightfully. Everyone should try a little bit better to communicate. A little more effectively. I know it's hard. It's like the scariest thing in the world to talk to somebody. Which is wild. We're freaking social creatures. But it's so hard to open yourself up and put yourself out there, you know? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her. The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctors said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Aww. We always just want to help, but what's a child gonna do? Other than just be there for moral support. Maybe she would have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at the very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If only she... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we're to honor her, we'll do it together. That's really sweet. It's a good thing I'm not wearing eye makeup, otherwise it'd be all over. It'd be a damn mess. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for the moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No, she didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so let's just call that water under the bridge, shall we? Are Are you sure? Of course I am. So how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. Have we seen your posts, or are you just a lurker? Nothing wrong with lurking, folks, by the way. If you're lurking in here, I love you. I like to lurk too sometimes. A little lurker, ooh. Ooh. Feel like a little goblin. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? Oh wait, it sounds like she overstepped some bounds there. I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something that she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly just teased me about it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She wouldn't do it thinking about... She would do it thinking about what was best for me. But what about my freedom, my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? Well, I don't think we should go that far. No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you to fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. Could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. But it's hard to keep that cool head when you're horny, though. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead, I just kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. Oh. It was her offer, not mine. I should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. She wasn't pushy. She was dealing with her own stuff. Everybody's dealing with their own stuff. That's why you gotta talk. Fucking talk. Something like that. Lenore. We were quite the hotheads. You, me, and my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? Well, my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it'll never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when you look back at it, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. Sorry about that. Gotta readjust. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with. Preferably something sweet. I don't think she's old enough for alcohol yet. So, yeah, let's give her a sunshine cloud to brighten up the day. On the rocks and blending. I think she'll like this. It looks like kind of like candy. Grab this for a sec. Oh, okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman just like you were. I'll always be there for her. My voice is not cracking. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey, want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me. Say it to her. Oh, God. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? You idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot. Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. What I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said, that you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Yeah, give it to me. It might be too strong for a kid. I didn't put any alcohol in there. Oh. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And there it is. There it is. Can't have a somber moment in this game without it going back to fucking. And as a follow-up, she later used that same cucumber in a salad days later. Oh my gosh, that's unsanitary. She said, so do you like eating me for lunch? Jill, I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yeah, he opened up a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Mortar District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. Yeah, that's one way to pickle something, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, yo. It's all about pH. I still remember him when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! I'm gonna start saying that. I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as they said. One too many things, as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. That's awful. Doesn't she know it's Pride Month? I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. That's just as bad. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. Terrible. Terrible. How did she react to her death? Don't know. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh, I thought there was going to be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. This is really sweet. Being blinded. Aw, that's sweet. I think I got the wrong ending. I saw a little bit of a glimpse of the ending I was going for, and I'm pretty sure I fucked it up somehow. Was it because I failed my... It's probably because I didn't get my fucking... I got like evicted or whatever. How could the... Yeah, exactly. I'm not like upset with the ending. Like, it's still really sweet and beautiful. I just think this is the one I got last time. But it's been so long since I played it, so it's all good. What does it matter? We experienced it together. We have an emotional connection now. We're linked forever. Celebrate with a cucumber, baby. I don't think I'm ready for cucumbers. I haven't experimented with anything, so I'm definitely not starting out with a cucumber. That seems dangerous. And it's not fluted. Everything has to be fluted. Or not... Is it fluted? Is that the right term? It's got to have the thing on the outside so you can pull it out. It is good for fiber. Flared. Thank you. Thank you. I was close. It was an FL vowel word. Close enough. I can't know everything. I barely know anything. So how am I supposed to know everything? That's true. Fluted means it gets smaller like glass. That's right. So you definitely don't want it to be fluted. Unless it starts small and then the big at the end. Because then you can still pull it out by the bigger end bit. Maybe. I don't know. I'm clearly not an authority on the subject. What do I know? Whenever I don't know. I've thought about it, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it. It's like that joke. Like someone tries something gay, and they're like, "What if I realize that I'm gay this whole time?" And it's like, that's not why I'm nervous. I'm just nervous because like putting something up a butt is just strange to me. I mean, the whole time I've been gay this whole time. How did I make all these kids even though I'm so gay? Mom, dad, family, and friends, special thanks. And us right there. Everyone who pre-ordered it. That wasn't me, but us right here. Man, there's a lot of things that did not get explained. Like the cyber ghost thing, that didn't get explained. a good poop is like, yeah. I mean, yeah, like Ghost in the Shell. Yeah. Maybe that's the what do you call it? The inspiration. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know. There's a lot I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research. Now did I have fun? I had fun. Did you have fun? This is a fun game. It's crazy, and altogether strange. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you though? Oh, this is Jill and Gabby are talking to another. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. No. They are gonna be there for each other. You're right. Good night, Jill. This is so sweet and wholesome. Just two people coming back after a hard problem, like a hard challenge, talking with each other, being there for each other. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Just coming together from, shared mutual grief and woe. It's a beautiful thing. This game's old. This game's 7 years old. Damn. What happens now? The buttons aren't working. Hello? Am I supposed to save or something? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Next day. I think I'd be evicted. Okay, here we go. They are pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month? I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill. At least it wasn't because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? Alma's making the same jokes I am. Yes, maybe Alma and I will get along. Right? About that. Forget it, I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll regroup and think what to do next. Yeah, thanks for letting me stay here, by the way. Whoa, your bed is huge. Queen size. Considering I lived with a guy for at least 4 years. You can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Wink, wink. Just like single life, I guess. Hope you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. This is pretty hot. I haven't slept in a mattress in, over 2 years now. That can be good for your back. And bad for my morale. Anyways, good night. Nighty-night. Oh, steamy. This is adorable. Jill, it's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. I don't want to wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if Boss would have let me crash in her place. So, I did not get the ending I wanted because I got evicted. I did all that work. All the work. And then I was like $300 short of money. I lost it. I shouldn't have bought the beer. Wonder if Boss would have let me crash with her. Oh well, let's just try to sleep a bit and... Yeah. No, Foray, go away. No, you piece of fur. Don't you dare sleep on my face. Here, you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day one while keeping your items and money. Oh, okay, so just New Game Plus. Cool. So I've done that twice now. Hooray! Alrighty, look at that. We did it, everyone. How fun. That was a great time.